We just got some huge LEGO DC news for 2026 sets. From the always reliable LEGO Minecraft Goat, we know which LEGO DC sets are coming out in spring 2026. There's going to be 3 Batmobiles, all of which will be $30. We know that 2 of them are 30 USD and 1 of them is 30 Euro, which we don't know the piece count for that set. But we do know one of them is going to be 220 pieces and the other one's going to be 330 pieces. And then there's one more set, which is the Batman logo. Apparently this will be an anniversary set for the LEGO Batman theme. I mean, it started in 2006 and this will be the 20th anniversary celebration. That will be $80 with 678 pieces. This indicates a lot of things. First off, that we're not getting Superman sets, at least for the first half of 2026. Now, a lot of people are speculating that we will get a Superman Daily Planet set, especially because it was kind of hinted at the Arkham Asylum. But for now, we don't know anything about any Superman sets, and I know the movie was a hit. But I think if you're hoping for Superman movie sets, we'll get some, but in 2027, when the sequel, Man of Tomorrow, comes out, which was recently announced for July 2027 release. I think the first one did so well that we will see sets for the sequel. Again, I think the Daily Planet will come out in 2026. But for now, being stuck with Batmobiles is something that we see so much from LEGO. It seems like the only DC sets we get are Batman Batmobiles, and that's not stopping for 2026, where we have a freaking wave of 3 of them. I don't know which ones they're going to release here, but I would speculate that we'll be getting a new version of the Batman Batmobile, because that seems to be prominent in the trailer for the new LEGO Batman game, Legacy of the Dark Knight, which these are seemingly going to be tied to just because they're coming out around the release of that video game. Also in that trailer, we saw a tumbler, but we did just get a tumbler this year, so I don't think one of these sets is going to be a tumbler, but who knows? I would love to see a minifigure version of the Batman Forever Batmobile that we just saw earlier in the year, well, this summer. One thing that makes me happy is that these are not ridiculously priced. $30 is perfect for a Batmobile. Recently, Batmobiles have been so overpriced. Even that tumbler that released recently. This is going back to more sane prices, which I want for a Batmobile design. I find the fact that we're getting a Batman logo to be kind of funny, because I'm thinking of that Batman light box set we got for Batman Returns back in 2023, which was essentially a big Batman logo set, at least with that exterior front design. This one's going to be $80, so it's going to be a lot smaller, but it's like, wow, Marvel got the Marvel logo, Star Wars got the Star Wars logo, DC's specifically getting a Batman logo. You couldn't just give us a DC logo with DC characters all around. You really are so dead set on sticking with Batman for LEGO DC sets that we're getting specifically a Batman logo. It comes off kind of lame, but again, this is an anniversary set, so I hope they throw in at least some cool minifigures here. It doesn't seem like it'll be 18+, where the Star Wars set was devoid of minifigures. And hey, the Marvel logo set at least had some fun functions and interesting minifigures here and there, like our first Captain America, the first Avenger minifigure. So I'm crossing my fingers. I don't think there'll be any sets on Supergirl personally. I mean, if there wasn't any sets on Superman and Supergirl seemingly a smaller film, I think they'll just skip that. And like I said, we'll get sets for the sequel. And finally, there is a polybag that apparently is going to be coming out in February 2026, according to Jedi Jack Penguin, which will be Bruce Wayne and the Batsuit. We don't know which version of Bruce Wayne and which Batsuit, and this will have 35 pieces. So while all of this is big news for DC 2026, I can't say I'm like super excited. At the very least though, I'm glad that these Batmobiles do not seem to be overpriced and they're hitting price ranges that are more towards, say, Speed Champions. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you happy with the news of this wave and what we're getting specifically? Or do you want something more from DC, especially for 20 years? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Seriously, you commenting, liking, and subscribing helps so much. And if you subscribe, you'll be up to date with LEGO news and see all my interesting videos in between. I just released an every minifigure opening up to the Spider-Verse series. Click on that video. I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.